Well, Guan, this your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, we're about to check out a clip from the Big Facts Network, live with Caricia. Well, we're going to tap into this right here. I want to grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work. Let's go.
The conversation on social media, on the podcast world, with the relationships, the divide between black men and black women. I see some of the things you spoke about in your own work. My first question is, how do you think we can alleviate that war between black men and black women that's just growing bigger and bigger and bigger with these podcasts?
Well, that war can be alleviated with people just being objective. I like to focus on objective truth. I'm not big into playing games. I like to look at the facts. What do the facts state? If you look back into the early 1900s, the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, even when we were more oppressed than we are now, the way our households were run, the way our communities were run, there was less violence in our communities. There was more of a village. We had gender roles. This new divide with people saying, oh, we shouldn't have gender roles and a man could do this and a woman could do this. No, a woman has her role to play and a man has his role to play.
A real strong foundation. And over the course of years, individuals have lost that. And now you have government systems, certain things that are in design in place to keep the man out the home. See, when it comes to a strong family household, most don't want that, especially a strong black family household. They both doing things, they're both excelling. You have that strong household vibe going on. Most don't want that. They want the chaos, they want the mess, they want the fuckery.
We need to get back to, that's what I say in the book, we need to get back to the customs, the culture that allowed our ancestors to thrive even while being oppressed. We need to get back to that. There's too much games and too much foolery playing around. People don't want to be objective. If you tell a woman right now, you had 3 kids, that drops your value. They say, no, it don't. I got 3 kids, but I'm smarter. Let's stop playing games. You're not as attractive with 3 kids as a woman that doesn't have 3 kids.
Dr. William James.
Just
Okay.
not.
Wait, what?
Can't play games.
So wait.
I'm sorry.
Let me peel it back.
You hear that? Rattle some cages. But is he wrong though? Really sit back and think about it. If you have more than one kid, more than one child, yes, that decreases your value a little bit. It does. I don't care how fine you look. I don't care if you have a Coke bottle shape. But see, this is the type of accountability that a large number of women need to receive and need to hear. If you want to understand man, sit back and listen to one. I didn't say a Pookie and Ray Ray. I said a man. Sit back and listen to a man speak.
Let me peel it back. So, do you think that gender roles, excuse me, I got it. Now y'all want to pay attention. When he say something y'all don't like to hear, I got it. Now let's go back to gender roles.
That attitude, she she had to establish order for a minute. Let's continue. But she is the host of her show, so she has that right.
Do you think gender roles will take us back to like the 1960s? When you say gender roles, first of all, define what you mean by gender roles.
By gender
What's
roles,
your opinion, your idea of a gender role?
gender roles is certain things are specifically for the man to do, certain things specifically for the woman to do. So for example, the man taking out the trash, the man fixing the car, that's a man's role.
Right.
The woman cooking, the woman cleaning, that's a woman's role.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just like if, let's just say you and I were a couple. If we step outside, it's my duty to walk on which side of the road? Other side of the street?
You're supposed to be near the curb, and I'm supposed to be on the inside.
And why
She
is
works
that?
on the inside.
Because you're the man and I'm the woman.
And I'm the protector.
Yes.
That's my role, protect and provide. Ain't nothing wrong with having that as a role. If we go outside and a robber approaches us, it's my job to defend you, lay my life on the line for you. I'm supposed to do that as a man.
Right.
Now, he makes good, valid points. But what has happened is a large number of women that have grown up in the household with no father, in the household, she gonna be wired a little differently. She's not gonna 9 times out of 10 fully understand. And when I listen to women say, I gotta come home, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta do this and do that, that's your role, that's your function. If something needs to be fixed around the house, that's my function. I have my function. When we talk about 50-50, 100 on 100, that's what the hell we mean. I'm bringing something to the table. I'm in my place, my position. You bring something to the table. Your place, your position. It's a win-win for all. Everyone doing their part. I guess most women forgot about that.
That's not a woman's job. I wouldn't expect my woman to step up in front of me. That's my duty.
Okay.
Now, with all of this modern feminism, which was started by a lesbian, that got them.
See, there you go again. See, rattling cages. But I'm glad he's highlighting this because this is what a large number of women need to hear. This right here. This is that hard truth. How we got here? Behaviors of a large number of women, things to come out of their mouths. We're about to hear where it started from, how it all got started.
And here we go.
Thinking a woman could do what a man could do. She could jump up and fight like a man can. No, you can't. Stay in a woman's place. Let the man be the protector.
So, very hot topic. I see where you're coming from. And I kind of feel like feminism did cause a little setback. However, I feel like with the gender roles, if you say that gender roles have to come back into place, it's going to that's just like saying, once you say it, there's no going back on it. So once we say that, then that's going to do you not think that's going to wipe away feminism?
Modern feminism needs to be wiped away.
I agree, because it's trash. Modern feminism has destroyed a large number of beautiful, smart, and intelligent Black women's minds. It has. Modern feminism had sold y'all a lie, but yet you participated in the lie. You chose the lie.
So modern feminism came into play in the late 1960s, like around 1969, 1970, with a woman named Margaret Sloan.
Right.
She founded the National Black Feminist Organization. She hated men. All of the time where we see feminism, even when you go back to the 1800s with Elizabeth Stanton and Susan B. Anthony, they were white women who were racist, and their argument was with the white man. That had nothing to do with Black people.
Right.
They didn't even like Black people. They didn't even want Sojourner Truth to be a part of the movement. So you got racists and you got women that hated men starting a movement, and then you got modern women jumping on the movement. That makes no sense.
That's why when you hear these street podcasts, these street interviews, oh, I hate men, I hate men. They don't even know why they hate men. And a lot of them really don't hate men. They just be talking shit. Because them are the same ones that turn right back around and say, where are the good men at? How come men don't approach us? How come men don't do this? How come men don't do that? How come men don't say this? How come men don't say that? How come men don't sit here? How come men don't sit there? How come men don't eat this? How come men don't eat that?
We need to love each other, understand one another, and move forward. That modern feminist movement is trash.
Make some noise. I'm going to change.
Again, I agree. He just gave you a history lesson. 2 at that. Following something that you had no business following.
I think what we need to do, I think people need to plan their families. I'm tired of people having...
Not plan the family.
Yes, people need to plan their families, and you need to save money, have a certain amount of money saved before you even have a kid. I'm tired of seeing these struggle families and these struggle babies, and y'all broke up before the baby even get here.
Child.
I'm tired of seeing these baby showers and the father not even there. It's just a woman taking pictures by herself with her sister and the aunties and stuff like that. We need planned families, have some financial literacy, plan it, save some money, prepare for the child so that you can invest in your child. There's too many people that think having a child and just putting food on the table and closing their back is the end of it.
Right.
What about the resources? What can you provide your child?
Right.
Can you get that child to play a sport? Can they play an instrument? Can they learn an extra language? How do you invest in your child? What can you provide for your child other than food and water, the bare necessities? You got to do that. You live.
I know what he mean. And that's smart. Oh, yeah. 50-50. 100 on 100. Now we see where that comes into play. The things that we both agree on and have an understanding on that works for us, it's a win-win for our household. Now it makes sense. But it took Brother James to say what he needed to say in order for it to start to register. And that's the whole thing of it. Being able to say certain things and it makes sense. It hits home, especially in this generation. You know how good that feels to know that you have a teammate together. The both of you are thriving. Together, the both of you are growing. Together, the both of you are building a kingdom.
If the black man and black woman can't get on the same page as far as dating, then how are we going to get to the family?
How do we get on the same page not to cut you off? How do you think we get on the same page? Do you feel like it's the woman or the man? Because last time I checked, I mean, but some of y'all are just a little, y'all want to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girlfriends. And yeah, what do we think?
As far as dating, who's more off key?
Yeah.
It's the woman.
You think it's the woman?
Yes.
You think the woman, not even black or white, you think the woman is the reason why the dating dynamic is off key?
Yes.
How?
You ever see Kevin Samuels show?
Kevin who?
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
You ever see Kendra G?
Kendra G? I love Kendra G.
All of these shows.
The unrealistic expectations that a large number of women have are mind-boggling. And we see why they single. We see why men don't touch them.
Like I said, you got to be objective on the dating scene.
Okay.
Men are more honest when they know that they're not up to par. If you take a man that's making $20,000, he knows that he's not high value. He knows he's not high in the market. You could take a woman right now who's 200 pounds that got 2 kids by 2 different dudes, and she thinks she the shit.
But why do you keep bringing up a woman and her kids, though?
Because your kids drop your value.
And also because even in the dating market, depending on your age range, you're going to come across more women with kids. So that's why you have to be realistic with that.
Okay, but what about the man who got 2 or 3 baby mamas?
So that drops his value too. But the man will know it drops his value. Women won't know it. Women will argue that their kids don't drop their value.
And you know what? He's right. A large number of men will be honest, open, and clear in that situation. But most women are not honest and open and clear in that situation. I mean, if you sit back and you just watch the Kendra G show, the bottom of the barrel, as my girl Chantel Simone always says, I like to say the garden tools of the tool shed. The garden tools of the tool shed. That's all they are. The delusional conversation.
I think it's on both sides. It's on both sides.
Oh, no. The evidence is in our face. You see who argues it more.
Who argues it more?
Women argue against it more.
Women argue.
If you ask the woman right now, do you think your kids drop your value? More women will say no than men.
Do you honestly think a woman is going to say that my value drops because I have children?
They should, though. A man would.
But it proves the point. They would rather lie to themselves than accept and hear the truth. She just answered the whole question. They would rather, in their delusional mind, they are convinced that they are the prize, that they are of good value. No, you're not.
Don't though, but men don't admit that.
They do.
I've never seen a man admit that. And
I've never.
First of all, let me just say I don't have kids, and I am literally waiting until I get married. There's no ring on.
I'm glad she cleared that shit up. I'm glad she cleared that up. Because there are men out there that have no problem admitting, hey, look, this is who I am. This is where I've been. This is what I've been through. I'm here now. I'm a better version of myself. Boom, let's go.
On this finger, so when he steps up, then we could do something. But yeah.
Yeah, it drops. You got to be honest about everything that drops your value. There's certain things. Women are more likely to take on a man that has kids than a man is to take on a woman that has kids.
You said you said women are more likely to take on a man that has kids.
Yeah, than a man is to take on a woman who has kids, if he has none.
Okay.
So if the woman has no kids, she's more likely to take on a man who has kids than a man with no kids is to take on a woman with kids.
But even still, where we are in our community, everybody has kids.
No, they don't.
A large majority of them have kids. So I don't think that the final argument should be that you have to admit that you drop your value because you have kids. I think that the final argument should be, yes, I have kids. I do have some short.
What normally drops your value is your character, your behavior, how you treat yourself and how you treat the person you are with or trying to connect. Those things play an important factor on top of attraction and everything else.
Shortcomings, or I do have some things, but let's communicate and respect each other so we can get on. I feel like respect is going to be the deciding factor on fixing the dynamic in the relationship world. Because without respect, you don't have a relationship. You can have 10, 15 kids, and your man or your woman can still respect you. Y'all loyal, y'all communicate. You know that you're taking care of this woman's kids, and y'all still in the same house. But if you don't have respect, it's not going to work anyway. There's no relationship without respect. Because respect brings loyalty. It brings communicating. It brings y'all coming together to build something. So if there's no respect, we're already fucked.
Yeah, but that's not the final argument. The final argument, the whole point of this is accountability and being able to take accountability and be real about a situation.
Okay.